And we are back in the overgrown, overplundered world of Ibiza Gallica, live here and exclusive to Twitch.tv. I am your host, Swishbone, for the remainder of the evening, and the chat box is over in that direction. If you want to get in there and put any comments in there, I'll do what I can to interact with you all. As we are now venturing back into the game, and last time we played this, we just got ourselves one of the 3 keys, which is hopefully going to get us closer to solving the mystery of this alternative world. So, the question is, which way are we taking next? Plenty of options. Change to the green and see if we can go that way. Say that again. Must be good for me because I've got it all. What? An arm of a fox against my will and a burned back. You know, it's like, that's not having it all. That's not the way it works. Be rid of the burden that is me. Why am I a burden then? What have I done? I hear the sound of an enemy. Yeah, I heard you. That is so annoying. I hate that. Meanwhile, good evening, Avian. Just seen you jump in the chat there. How are you doing? Yep, almost Friday indeed, almost Friday, and of course that's the day for me. I will be going to con, so I'm going to have an interesting week ahead. Oh! I didn't see you there. That's irritating. Did not need to see that. There. Okay. There we go, that's better. You're okay, but it's a bit tiring. You're a bit tired. Nah, I get it, I really do. Right, let's flip this lever and see where it gets us. Oh, it's changed from the green to the white. Yes, because then I can activate the red and go down the back way. Okay. So what I need to do is go back the way I came. Can't do that, but I can go this way. I just realised I quoted Zero the Third from Zero Escape them. Oh, bloody right. Okay, I am very much stuck on that route, so the only way I can go is apparently nowhere. Oh wait, no, this red door's open. Okay, let's go through here. I see you. You thought about the dragonflies from Spyro. That'll trigger certain people in the audience. Won't trigger me, but it'll certainly trigger some of the others. Ooh. Right, okay, I need to find a way to get back and make a tribute of that chocolate. Because if I do, I can then get that and use that as tribute as well. But for now, what's through here? Oh, we're back in the school. Now, interestingly, this game's receiving an update soon, a downloadable update. It's free, which adds a new difficulty mode. Casual mode. They're actually adding a casual difficulty. And I think it's because the voice actress of of Hinako has been streaming the game live and struggling. In continuation from last semester, I'm to be the class president once again. I hope we can make it another wonderful semester. The role of class president holds a lot of responsibilities, but I think I'm up to the task. Even when I was young, I always wanted to be the mom or big sister whenever I played house. I think it's because I really enjoy looking after others. I believe that every single student in our class has the things they excel in, as well as things they could stand to work on. In my view, the purpose of a class president is to help others with their shortcomings so we can make school an enjoyable place for everyone. Nishida Rinko. Make school enjoyable for everyone. Ugh. But yes, I've not actually seen the footage of it, but apparently whenever Rinko comes on screen, she does this like shudder of revulsion. And the thing is, voice acting roles, those of you who know about it, you don't actually do it in sequence, so you don't see the story. So the chances are you read a load of lines and they don't quite make sense to you until you play the game properly. I know the voice actor of Gundam Tanaka, I can't remember his name, he actually streamed doing Danganronpa 2 live, and when it got to a certain chapter of that game, he was actually really overcome with emotion. If you know, you know. Here we go. Here they come. Or do they? Where are the enemies? There we are. There they come. But we can just get out of here, apparently. Or can we? Yes, we can. Oh. Well, that was unexpectedly simple. I could have fought those enemies, but I just went, nah. Can't be bothered with that. Can't be doing with that. Nah. Right, so we've now got 3,000 faith. So the question is, what do we do with the faith? Because we want to try and keep our skills going where we can. So if I went for Prey, for example, I can increase another slot of Amori, which allows me to carry an extra charm. Or I can increase my moves. Being honest, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go for the Amori slots, purely because it gives me options to be able to carry more of them equipped. So, like, for example, we're currently in the alternate world, where we don't actually need to have anything to do with the weapon's durability. So perfect dodge is being easy to perform, slightly restoring health after each counter, decreasing sanity while consuming focus, and then we've got one more we can use, which is like an automatic restore. Could we go for a boss? Slightly restores health by picking up food items. Maybe. Increases maximum health. That could come in handy for boss fights. Maximum stamina increase. That too. That's a good one. Not using when using restorative item won't be interrupted. That could be very helpful for bosses. Greatly decreased focus charging time. We've already got that one equipped. Performing a counter without using focus increase. That's when we need to use it without using focus, and I can't do that. I'm just not good enough. That's high durability. That's durability weapon as well. Amount of sprinting while in fights. That could come in handy. Dodging does not consume stamina near death. For now, though, I think I'm going to go, because it's about sprinting in fights, it greatly decreases stamina. We'll use the horse one. And before using the next item, I'm going to quickly go back. I can't go back the way I came, damn it. Boo! How dare you reset on me? Why do I get it all? It could be because I'm the protagonist. I could have protag powers. That does happen. Right, so I'm deciding where next. I think the next place to go I'm assuming it's going to be through the green door here. See how we've not got that one active? So what we need is... Yeah, we can change that around, can't we? So if we have the red one active... Let's go... You want out of my world? Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know if I've already been through here, but I'm going to check it out. I reckon there might be enemies here. Something about this feels familiar. Interesting. That's not a way we can go. Ah, we can get another first aid kit there. Not that I need it. Have we already been in here? All these creepy dolls. No. Interesting. Okay. Nothing back here. Yeah, no. Instantly shutting that one down, Avian. Totally not interested in it. I don't blame you. I really don't. Right, okay. Oh, Brinko. I can't help you right now because you're behind a massive fence wall. There's nothing I can do. Yep, that door is locked, and that one's down as well. So I've got to decide. It's green or blue. Because if I change that, I'll get stuck. Whereas the same happens with the red one there. Okay, we're going to do a bit of exploration. We're going to see what we can find. Let's go. Right, okay, they're blue and red. And white and green. That makes a big difference. Yeah, right, okay. And if we've got the white one active now, that means blue through there, white through there. Aha. Okay. Right, let's see what happens. We've got the blue route here. We can look at Rinko enjoying her isolation cell. Doesn't look like a nice place to be. I wouldn't want to be there if I was her. Not that she had much choice. Ah, new door. Oh no, it's not. I've already been in here. I've realised where I am. Sadly, I can't claim that one even if I wanted it to. Huh? I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? I think I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Oh, that's frustrating. If you go back to an area you've already been, you have to refight your way out. Oh, that's annoying. I mean, it's annoying, but you just got to deal with it. Oh, no, you don't. Right, okay. Not sure what the point of that was, but it does reset the puzzle. It puts you back through the ending door. Right, okay. Well, at least I know that now, so I can make sure I don't make that mistake again. So... Yeah, because I can't... Oh, hold on, wait a second. Maybe I've got this back to front. Red and green allows me to get to the middle. Yeah, with red and green, we can now get to the center, and that'll take us through to the next door. So we go off to the right here. I'm expecting there to be an enemy. Surprisingly, there isn't. I wish I could live in a world where it's just you and me. But I don't mean that I want the rest of the town to disappear. No, what I truly want is a world where Shu and I can bask together in the spotlight, with everyone else standing around in the background as our supporting characters. I don't suppose there's a spell I could cast that would create such a dream world. Right. So she wants to be the pro tag with her boyfriend and nobody else able to do anything. That's not odd at all, is it, people? Yeah, we've got a free Yokan. That's cool. We might be able to use that as a tribute. What's in here? A big fat nothing. That's what's in there. Well, there's plenty of them, to be honest. I'm not surprised you collect them with this many knocking around. Okay, let's hit the light and see what happens. Right, now everything will have changed. Yummy. These really rather interesting sketches that we've got of Shu. So we definitely have a sense of fascination from Rinko here, don't we? It's not quite Monica and Doki Doki Literature Club, but it's not far off. Nice. Yes, the ripped out eye. There's no one who would find that triggering. No. Wow, this is what I call obsessive. Look at how many drawings there are of Shu. It's like, you're mine, senpai. We found the fox. Oh, look at this. Loads of enemies are awaiting us. And once again, I was able to just run right past them. This isn't me trying to say I'm good at the game, by the way, people, because it's just not true. But it seems that I was able to sneak by relatively easily then. Not complaining, though. Yeah, it gives us a little extra space. And we will now record our journey. Yeah, down here will do, it's fine. Right, so this next part might get quite grim to watch, people. Here we go. Yeah, that's nasty. That is brutal. Ooh. Yeah. Not much more to say about that, people. Okay, so...
一番の宝物だ。お前以外の誰にも触れさせなかった。ヒナコが初めて育てるにはちょっと難しかったよな。
So there's only one item to find.
お前に見せるのは初めてか。恥ずかしいな。
Just to get a better look at it because of the angle.
これを買ってもらうために漢字テストを頑張ったんだ。覚えてるか。
Kanji tests are very, very hard.
こんなノートが山ほどあってな。押し入れにぎっしりさ。
So we've managed to... I don't like to use the word dispose of, but say farewell to Rinko. That's what we managed to do today. Now we are finding ourselves further on. So I think what we have to do here is go through the side door.
相棒、お前の本当の選択を知りたい。
Bandages. Trying to save some inventory space right now because I've got quite a lot of bandages and first aid kits and tools. So I want realistically to not carry too much with me right now. Ah, there's an enemy there. I see you. And there's one behind this door which is basically down, so we can't get to that one. Ah, yes, there we go. The red switch is active. Well, if that enemy wants me to follow it, you can ask me to do that all you like. Right now, I'm not interested. What's in here? Kudzu tea. Pretty good for an offering. Aha, we have a switch. Okay. Absolutely nothing there. And that becomes the blue gate. Okay. So again, this is a bit similar in many ways to one of the palaces in Persona 5 Royal, where there's a point where you have to basically activate switches to change color gates. That game's puzzle is slightly more annoying than this one. Main reason being there's more switches and more colours, so it's easier to get it wrong. Yeah, I realised when that one wasn't flashing then that it might be trying to grab me. And obviously you don't want that because it's a knife in the throat, which is horribly painful, and it's damage to be taken, which I don't want to do. So essentially, I wanted to avoid that where I could. That's the alternate go. Is that another Higash? I will take that, thank you. So the lighting in this game is very, very moody. It's very effective. I really like how it's not as overt as in other games. Looking at my items, yeah, I'm practically out of space, so I've got to be careful here. Ah, another switch. Yeah. My most hated enemy. I can't stand this enemy. This enemy is one of the most annoying in the game. Oh. Well, that went easier than I thought. And yes, I agree, very much gross area. It's absolutely minging. Yeah, so, I mean, that's one thing I do like about this game, is that they've really brought back the disgusting monsters. No, I'm not having the red capsules, thank you very much. I don't want them in this playthrough. I want to avoid them like the plague. The question here then, is there anything more to do down here apart from the capsules? Sure, it's something. Apart from the red capsules, that can't be all there is to this place. Can't be. Surely not. But it appears there's nothing. Oh, hang on. Not the way I came in. Ah, hang on, stairs. Because of the fog and everything else, I didn't quite see them. I thought, that can't be it. There's no way. There's got to be more to this place. Yeah, how about no? How about you're not spawning an enemy? Yes, the advantage of the arm is that you can do a lot of damage quickly. And that seems to be a way out, but we need to activate a switch for it, so... let's go back this way. And hopefully we'll find... yeah, there we go. We found a way. What is that? Oh! The Brainiac Hero comic. Inside was full of drawings. Hinako was drawn at the bad guys that the protagonist defeated. Moreover, in order to make the method of death even more bizarre than the manga's presentation, they stubbornly added a lot of scattered blood and guts. That's not Shu's prized possession. I see you. Unfortunately, because of the blue lights here, I can't do Soul Siphon because the enemies just dissolve. I heard you. And there we go. We are back on our way. Now, of course, one thing that's been different thus far is that we've not been getting new moves as we go because we've already had the ritual performed. So I'm intrigued by what's going to happen next.
幼い頃からの友人に別れを告げるのは辛いだろ
はい。いえ、するべきでした。もっと早くこんな姿をお見せして申し訳ありません。
謝らなくていい。むしろその痛みを強いた私の方が謝らねばならない。
You.
行こう。
And here we are, back in school.
シュウ、リンコ。
Right, so now that we're back in the regular world, we need to make some changes. So first of all, I want the wolf. And instead of the sprinting one, I want the spider. Yes, that's where I was supposed to go next. There is the opportunity to do a quick save, but we should find somewhere on the way round. So with that in mind, let's get back.
いる数じゃない。
That was almost like a hand of fate, wasn't it? Thrust us to a certain path and blocked it off. So that's that. We are at the point of nil return. Oh, look at that! Red capsules, random roulette on the tree branches. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave those where they are. So here we are, we're back on the map, and we're on the opposite side. So let's take a look around. I want to explore everywhere if I can, in case there's another one of those temples to find. Another bar of chocolate, I'll take it. Be good for a tribute. Well, faith. It's not tribute, but you know what I mean. You make it as an offering. So technically, I suppose it is a form of tribute. I love how Hinako is good at finding a form of denial for herself. Ramune. Leave it for now because and then, in the Edo period, Ebisu Gaoka witnessed another faith-changing event. The divine tree, the symbol of their religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of Tsukumagami, her faith, had taken root, and sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The divine tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon. Instead, it was only due to the fact that it was the oldest object in the area. And so a new divine object was decided upon to take the tree's place. That next target for worship was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukumagami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Ebisu Gaoka. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here in Ebisu Gaoka has almost no likeness to that practiced throughout the rest of Japan, and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Even this changing of idols has been turned into some epic divine story by the priests. This is the nonsense they came up with. With the divine tree destroyed by lightning, the land lost its guardian, and the ancient evil water dragon attempts to rise from its slumber. Hearing the town's plight, a family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, but without enough power, the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they're convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god, Inari-sama. Water dragon, divine tree, Tsukumagami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history, yet it's been mutilated time and again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. Yep, so the believer's world and the god's realm are not impervious to change, no matter how revered a god may be. Their beliefs can choose to worship another god, or the religion can prove itself impossible to preserve in its original form. So the Tsukumagami faith, where one would worship old things, shifted over to Inari. And once the object to worship changed to the moss-covered Inari statues, I'm sure that the mix of the Inari faith and the Tsukumagami faith is only one of many cases. And once 100 years pass, who knows? The Tanuki statues of Shigaraki could be the next object of worship. Or the plushies of Hatsune Miku. You know, there's all kinds of things that could take control of their own kinds of faith. After all, technically Miku is an idol. So we're now on the mountain side. There's not many places to go here. It seems we're being railroaded, and I don't like that. I hear you. Where are you? I know you're out there. Show yourself. And I feel like I'm playing Senchu again. Come on. I contribute that. I don't need it for healing, so I might as well get some more faith. Ah, it's there. It's up on the mountainside, was staring down at me. Anything down this way? Well, nothing in there apart from broken dolls. I wonder if that's going to come back to life and attack me. Oh, that's good. An offering. I tried to dodge that, but unfortunately, it did not work. That's frustrating. That's annoying. Okay. That's right, I'm getting my health back. At least I can recover some health by doing counters, I suppose. Thanks to this Amori that I've got. But how irritating. I think the only way you can avoid that is by going really far on the edge of the scene. And I imagine then you'd be able to sneak past it. But, you know, it's fine. Everything's okay. I'm still alive. Somehow. Some way. Now the question is, have I got enough faith to draw a new Amori? Because I can cheese this. I can try and draw one, and if it's rubbish, I can just walled my game. Nice little tactic. Let's see what he gets out of curiosity. Increases max sanity. It's nice, but I don't want it. So 1 second. So unfortunately, the Omamori, I think they're kind of RNG, but they're not. I think once they're decided, they stay that way during each load session. And I'm pretty sure if I tried it again now, it'll probably still come up with the same one. Out of morbid curiosity, I'll be very surprised if this changes. And I'm exactly right. Yeah, I had a feeling that's the way it goes. I think it's a case of once you've either reached an area or you've loaded your game, at that point it stays in the game's memory. So unless you've got multiple files, possibly, to do it with. Plus, let's not forget, there's been a patch that's changed this, so it might well be that if that was something you could do, they might have patched it out. So, never mind. We'll just keep going. It was worth a try. Yeah, maybe he does, but right now you're on your own, Hinako. Yeah, there he is. I hate that particular enemy for 2 reasons. Oh, an axe. Question is, do I have anything that's damaged? Not really. It's worth it to know it's there, but right now I don't need it. It's one of those, when you've got items, you don't want to waste them. It's like I could replace one of my weapons with it, but what's the point? To whoever finds this, please, immediately, here, I beg you, help! There's what here? Come on, you're gonna attack me. No, but they have disappeared. Literally just vanished into the aether. I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. Oh yeah, that was where the axe was. Okay. I think the axe has one advantage. It might be the axe, it might be the base, it might be the axe, or it might be the there's another long-handled weapon you can get. I'm trying to think which one it's called. Where you can actually defend. But I don't know if that's the axe. The sledgehammer, that's the one. I think it's either the sledgehammer or the axe you can actually defend with. Nothing in there, which is irritating. I do love the visual design of the mountains and the fog. There we go. And there's another one there as well. Oh, it's one of those idiots. I hate that enemy. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Oh. I like meleeed it to death. Nice. Ugh. He keeps Bukake-ing. Hey, you have 20k points now, do you, Avian? That's fantastic. I'm not sure what the points do, but it's still awesome. Ah, we got another item that's good for authoring. Okay. Meantime, well, that's full health, so that's good. Ah, so you can highlight messages or unlock emotes, and I mean, it's like I always get told that I can like make people have special emojis who are fans and everything else. I'm just thinking to myself, it's like I'm asking people to pay money to notice me, senpai, and I just don't like it. I don't agree with it. Might just be me, but it's like I'd rather people just sit back and enjoy the show. Well, what counts as a show anyway? I'm not sure it's like a show, but you know what I mean. I know you're out there. I can hear you. Ah, so there's multiple routes available. So I just want to check everywhere. Just in case there's any secret items or anything like that. Ah, kudzu tea. Not got any need for it, sadly. Could have come in handy as a sacrifice item, but not this time. This looks like a dead end. Ah, but it has a toolkit. Tell you what. I'm getting a freebie, I might as well use it. So if I'm getting a free weapon charge, I might as well take advantage. Repair the weapon. Then I've got it available for the next part, so it's not too bad. Can't go in the water. Not sure you'd want to. Ah, here we are. There be enemies here. Okay, divide and conquer as they call it. Yep, you're first. Now we need to get down the stairs here, but I don't want to do that. Oh, excellent! I managed to do a perfect dodge, a full Matrix style dodge. And then I managed to bludgeon him to death with a steel pipe, which is always fun. Makes me sound like a psychotic person, that. Yes, I was able to wail on them with a steel pipe. Makes me sound like I've got some serious problems. No commenting in the chat. That's not an invitation to psychoanalyze me. I heard you. See, with these Amores I've got, the light attacks can actually be useful now. There we go. Yes, we need to keep going because I want to avoid.
抜けた。
I locked our sentry to protect it, but don't you worry because I have the key. I'll be waiting for you at the mountain refuge. I won't let anyone or anything hurt you anymore. I'll protect you until the end of time itself. I'll stay by your side until death do us part.
小屋。シュウたちがいるかも。
Red capsules, I don't think so. It won't open without a key. You can't possibly climb over that, can you? Is it just me? Another toolkit, so I might as well, once again, use a free heal on my weapon. That's another Yokan. Ah, here we go. More of them. Come on. You gonna fight me or not? Yeah, something tells me they're going to come out to play later. Oh, what the hell? The tree went translucent then. Ah, right. So this is actually the way we need to go. So the question is, what's down those little secret routes there? To find out, we're going back. Yes, we're exploring here, people. That's what we do. Because we are in command. We can do what we want. So we avoid that. I think it was this way. We just found a Higashi, which is nice. Ah, there's the bridge again. And if we go back on our cells, we'll be able to get down underneath. Because I want to find out what's there. Bandages. I heard you. Yes, the old steel pipe is proving quite effective on this playthrough. Last time I played this game, obviously, we were switching out the pipes wherever possible, but in this game, they've been alright. I've had a kitchen knife and I've barely used it. The reason being, it's a weapon I want to save as a boss killer. The kitchen knife is an incredibly powerful weapon. Right, what's down? Ah, antique comb. Still can't bring that one back. Where are you? I heard you. So, I mean, I could discard some items, but I don't want to waste them, if you know what I mean. Anything in here? No. No, that's disappointing. That is incredibly disappointing. What about down here? Stairwell to nowhere. Another divine water. Oh yeah, we can't possibly go past that barrier there, can we? There's a fence which is less than 2 feet high. What am I going to do? Guess I'll have to turn back and go by all the enemies that are conveniently blocking the way now. Me, really? Just jump the fucking fence. It's not hard. But of course, that's me breaking the rules, because the one thing you can't do in a video game is use logic. Doesn't work like that. You're not allowed to do that. Yes, much more enemies have been randomly left in here, including someone's head that's been left in a tree for reasons. Red capsules. No, I don't want them. Stop offering me pills. I don't want your cheap knockoff medication. I don't want them. I don't need them. So there's a lot of enemies here, which tells me we're going to be in some serious bother soon. Okay, we can enshrine some items at least here. Extra 400 faith, that's good. Essentially, the idea is if we expand our slots for Omamori, we can equip more of them, and the more we can equip, the better it is for us overall. Oh, we got a crowbar weapon available now as well. Oh, it died. What the hell? Goat? What is that? Take less damage when facing multiple enemies, and it scales with enemies. Excuse me, that's a cracking choice. That's the kind of thing we need. Right, so the question is, which one do I want? I'll tell you what, Owl. I'm going to put that one down for now. Basically, it scales with enemies, so the more enemies we have to face, the less damage we take. So with some of the routes we have, that'll be very, very helpful. So it has a crowbar there. Anything else inside here? There's a ladder that we can't use. Some more broken dolls. Ah, but there's a window we can get out of. Okay. My century is still incomplete. I'm lonely. So lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to get more women. More. But even when I do, they don't go away. I keep collecting more and more, but they all die. Mommy, why did you leave me all alone? I'm so lonely. Lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to get more women. More. But even when I do, they all go away. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. And there's the metal gate key. Ah, I'm out of stamina. That's annoying. Yay! Excellent. So we managed to not only find this new Omamori, which is useful for being surrounded by enemies, but we also got ourselves yet another item that we can offer for more faith. Well, that's fabulous. More of that, please. I've just seen that I've got half a cup of coffee that's over an hour old. I'm not drinking that. I'm going to leave it. I get the feeling that's going to be absolutely minging. Right. I think we're going to have to run for the gate. Ah! The trees are down. Yeah, okay, we can get out this way. But first, anything around here? No. Yeah, for such. Right, quickly, we want to go ideally left then right, or basically we just got to make sure we don't go back on ourselves at the bridges. And we got to make sure we don't get stuck. Okay, got it. Right, we're going this way. Straight on. Rock around the pool, and then... Ah! Oh, there's the fog. Too late. I didn't realise I ran towards it. I do like how you actually saw the life bar decreasing then. That was pretty cool. I like that we actually saw the life bar decrease while she was tied up. Right, where's it going to put us back here? Okay, in this case... Let's try that again. That's okay. Yep, and then we need to do a 180 around here. I love the weird music. Oh, get off. Yep, perfect. As I say, the way the fauna grows around while you're trying to get out is amazing. And then the fog just goes away. It's interesting. More red capsules once again, which I'm determined not to use. Got some Arare, which is quite nice. A first aid kit. Ah, nope. We've not been getting away out that easily. Oh, it's one of those assholes. Ow. Oh, I think you gotta beat him. Oh, what the hell? I seem to be stuck in a place where I couldn't move then because there was an enemy. The way was blocked. And yet there was no alternate route I could see.
消えた。ちょっと休憩。
Ah, there. I was going to say I thought I was missing something then. There's no way I could fight and defeat that enemy that fast. Not with the weapons I've got. Yeah, I don't remember this being like this in the previous playthrough. So I think we changed the game. Luckily I managed to get away from that. Now the question is, where do we go? We're supposed to go to there, but I'm wondering if... Ah, yes, we made it through the barriers. That explains that. No, apparently it is. Yeah, we certainly found ourselves in a bit of a situation here. Now, we're supposed to head down that way. However, I'm going this way. Because I get the feeling there's more to do up here. Yep, so Sakuko's old shrine, which she dreamed of restoring at one point. Ah! We have another research photo, which is right by a gate. The defeated soldiers needed a place they could hide to escape prosecution by the enemy army. They were unable to engage with anyone from surrounding settlements, so there was no way for them to purchase new goods. This forced them to make do with what they already had, and led to a culture where tools were used for as long as possible. The act of treating old tools with respect and reusing broken or unwanted ones was seen as a virtue and called kishu. It was thought that when a tool reached the end of its lifespan and was laid to rest, then both the tool and the god to whom it was offered would be pleased. Clearly a tradition born of necessity in a hidden village of defeated soldiers. So that's our clone. It appears to be between two trees and a gate. So let's first of all try and find that location. So we basically want to avoid going to shoes. We want to avoid that at all costs. Because that will trigger the next area and lock us out, I'm certain of it. So we want to check everywhere we can. So let's first of all enshrine the dried carcass. We don't need that. We'll also enshrine a divine water. Actually, that could come in handy with the wolf form. One, 1 Yokan, we'll do that as well. There we go. So we've now got 2,000 faith. We need another 1,000 to be able to equip another of the Omomoris. And that's what we want. We want to be able to equip as many as we can. Because then, if we get the right Omamori, we'll be able to essentially have a build for Hinako, which makes her more deadly and more useful. I still believe there's better ones to find, having found the goat one, which takes less damage when there's more enemies around, and it stacks with the amount of enemies. That's brilliant. That'll be especially useful when dealing with those really annoying enemies that spawn new ones, because I'll be able to focus on the enemy who's spawning and take less damage from the spawned. And here's the tree.
これがお地蔵さん。誰かが前掛けをかけたんだ。
So that's the divine tree. Meanwhile, what's in here? Oh, chocolate. We can also make that as an offering. Brilliant. There's clearly something to do with that tree. The question is what? It has a question mark on it. Makes me wonder if you can possibly offer something at the tree for divinication, because it's called the divine tree. So it makes me wonder if you can make an offering there and it does something like for example, in the journal, I'm pretty sure it talked about the sacred sword. And it mentions about purification. Yeah, they buried their sword of the deceased leader at the base of the great tree. Right. I think that's where it's hidden. So essentially, we might be able to harmonize the tree. That's it. But we're only at quest 4, so where's number 5 after this? Plus, we've got to find this mysterious, like, fence as well. So this means we're going exploring, people. I do apologize for this, but I have a chance to complete not complete, but progress a side quest. And side quests are very important. Often you find that they have a lot more use than the main quest. Something I found out on the Batman Arkham City stream last night. Had I bothered to do a couple of the other side quests, I'd have had some very useful features. But never mind. Right, let's start by looking for anywhere that's got, like, fences. That's red pills. I don't want those. So there's nothing there. Can't go back that way, but we can go this way. That's as far as we can go there. Right, okay, so it's definitely not down this way. We've exhausted all the places we can go, I think. Although that says we can go this way. Yeah, it's still acting like we can get through there, but we can't. The map's not crossed it off for some reason, and I don't know why. We can't get under the pole, so there's no way there. So let's turn off the main path where the next shrine is. And at that point, we'll see if we can find... I keep meaning to pick up the item there, and I don't want it. It's the red capsules. I don't want them hogging my inventory space. And I don't want to inadvertently try and use them in a panic. If I don't have them equipped, I can't use them. The top tip if you're playing a game and you're trying to achieve a specific goal is make sure you've not got the item that counteracts them. The character for He, fire, can be faintly etched into the stone base. Right, somewhere in a tire. There was something in the secret hideout that Shu and I used. Okay. The secret hideout. So where is that? I want to go back and save my game. Because I thought the secret hideout was where we were before, and we can't get there because it's blocked off. Nah, I appreciate that, Avian. Don't worry about that. Say work does that. I have that. I had that today as well. Find yourself there, and then suddenly you're being inundated and swamped. It's the nature of the job, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely not here. Hold on. Is it? No, because there's nowhere that has a tyre. So it's not that. All I know is that it's somewhere in the secret hideout. Well, I can't get back anywhere else. Or can I? We are unattired. Ah, so you're very tight. Right, that makes a bit more sense now. Gotcha. Right, there's nothing there. That place is blocked off. Can't get up there. Hold on. That could be it, that little box there, but how do I get to it? Unless... there's only one other thing I can think of. I definitely can't get through there. But surely it's not around the other side. It can't be. If it's called the secret hideout, well, that's clearly not where the next part of the game is, but there's nowhere else to go. I'm going to make a save here, and I'm going to go into the main part, and if it turns out I can't get it, then I'm going to have to look it up, but I don't want to do that. I want to try and crack it. Because that's where we need to drop the item off. Right there. Yeah, there. There's nothing there either. Come on. Right.
ここに繋がってたんだ。シュウ、相棒、私だ。
Right, my own... Ah! Right, I think I've found it. I think. I'm just going to very quickly get back the way I came. It's not really the secret hideout, that, right outside his house, but okay. But he said it was a cracked brazier. And the kanji was ki. Ki is fire. So if it's a broken brazier, that fits the legend. My ears were met by the soothing chime of bells. Upon offering the item, this should do. There we go. So we've solved that. Now I want to very quickly go back up to the divine tree. I want to see if there's anything here now that we've done those 4. If there isn't, then it might well be that we have to come back another way. It could even be New Game plus, believe it or not. That's what that could be. It could be one of those games where it constantly stacks what you can unlock. Offers amazing replay. I'll give it that for free. So just gonna take a quick sip of water, people. 1 second. Ah, well, that feels better. Ah, yes. There's now 4 shawls there. And I've got 4 of the 5. I'm right. This is the solution to where the Divine Blade is. But we need to get the 5th one. And we might not be able to do that on this playthrough. Because we've only reached number 4 so far. And they've all been in sequence. And say that was very mischievous of the game, because previously they've always been off the beaten path. Like where you find where you found the secret door key. You could find the water canister. Or you had to go into that house, which was now open for the first time, and you found the doll. This was the first time where it actually was right on the quest route. But it was designed so that you go into that house and miss it. Whereas I explored the area around it and found it. Crafty game. Very crafty. I don't disapprove, but crafty. You know, I don't have the best weaponry there, so we've got to be careful. Do one more check around just in case there's anywhere else to get in. Any secret doors. Things like that. Or more items to find. Yep, there's that door there. And there's also this door here. What's she found? And now she's crying.
今までありがとう。私も相棒に頼らずに
Huh?
自分だけで頑張るよ。
Winners don't do drugs. Hey there, partner. We made it out of some pretty vicious battles together, huh? Even had to part ways with our fair share of comrades on the battlefield. I just never thought we'd have to part ways too. But at least ours won't be a goodbye through or death on the battlefield. For now on, you can't ask for anything from me, okay? Because it's not like I can expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I'll be there to drag you to safety when you fall. But wherever you go, no matter what we do, we'll always be a part of the Space Army. And we'll always be partners, got it? Thanks for everything, Hinako. And we got the front door. Yeah, so Shu's knowledge of medicine... Oh, what the hell? Didn't mean to do that. Yep. Shu's knowledge of medicine rivals that of a veteran pharmacist. From ingredients, efficacy, to the medicine that best matches your body. You name it, and he'll be able to tell you. You can consult him with all those pains that come with growing up, like headaches to acne, and just like that, he'll recommend you medicine, and also give you advice on daily lifestyle choices. Rumour got around that listening to Hinako's Shu's advice really does make acne go away. And now he's really popular with the girls. It's friggin' headaches. So Shu gets me medicine based on my symptoms, and it really helps me out.
とりあえず家の中で2人を待つか。
So, that's a big change. That's a colossal change. We found the door key to the front of his house, and more importantly, we also managed to find ourselves an achievement for not taking pills. Winners don't use drugs. Now you might wonder what I'm doing here. The answer is I'm going to save my game. I know the game's got an autosave, but I don't trust autosaves ever since the likes of Elder Scrolls caused it to grow in such size you couldn't use the damn thing. So always manual save. You never know when an autosave is going to leave you stun locked. Or soft locked, or whatever the term is for it. No, that was actually a nice little scene, that, where she discovered the medication and set it down. Basically refusing to take it. Makes me wonder now if we're not going to see any more of those actually littered around the place. Because if that's the case, then that makes a huge change to the game. Oh, is this where we had the phone call all the time? Ah, picture of Shu. Nope. And so, once again... Yes, indeed. Not Shu, Avian. You're not wrong.
いいえ、私は襲えません。
Ah, the doll.
はい。姿が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。私頑張ります。あなたにふさわしくなるように。
So it looks like we managed to skip having to do the house. Unless I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure we had to do the house last time before we were able to come here. Yeah, we've already got access to all of this.
道に迷いはない。
Makes me wonder if by going into that room, I've triggered a new route. Because that's what it feels like to me. It feels like there's various endings. And certain decisions make a key difference. Enemies, I see them. Yeah, here you come. That was like, get down and stay down. Oh, dry carcass. Yes, we'll have that. Be very good for making as a offering to the shrine. Get ourselves plenty more faith. Yeah, see, here we are.
なんと神々しい場所でしょう。
Ah. There we go. I was able to get more of my energy for the beast mode by using divine water. So that was a benefit, wasn't it? Well, that's the first time I've ever done a counter without using the focus mode. I've never done that before. I'm just going to leave him be. Make sure I don't activate that wall there. Now we can enshrine both of you. This is a lot more faith. Now I've got to be careful because I don't want to accidentally find myself in a position where I have essentially locked myself onto an alternate ending. It's why I'm deliberately moving my saves around. Ooh, there's an item there. Withstand the ceremony of welcome, and Hinako shall be born anew with blinding beauty. Ancestral spirits of Tsuneki, who by the order of Kutsu no Miya in heaven's benediction dwell, offer unto Hinako thy words of celebration, for she has completed this ritual. Yeah. I get really creeped out by that. I really do. Ew. Ugh. Yes, once again we have a lot more items, all healing items being given to us. Oh, I've just realised something. I'm in the alternate world. I don't need the wolf. Or the spider. So this is where the horse one could come in handy. Is it horse? Or... oh yeah, it's a whale. So we've got multiple enemies do less damage. Slightly restoring health off the counter. Perfect dodge is easier to perform. And the whale, which means restorative item use will not be interrupted. Let's see what happens here. They're celebrating us, apparently. Ugh. Horrible. So, this is an interesting scene because it has so many allegories to it. Like, you know, you got all the foxes walking in. We're following the key leader. And of course that as well, it's almost like being walked down the aisle in marriage, which is very much what this playthrough seems to be allegorizing to me. So it's interesting where the male is in white and the female is in like dark colours. Normally, of course, when it comes to bridal, at least in the Western world, white is very much the colour of the bride. The way he was eyeballing her then looked really creepy. He had like a sidelong glance. Yeah. Interesting, actually burned the fox arm. I don't remember that from the last playthrough.
私の名前は清水ひな子。見たくなかった。こんなリンコ見たくなかった。私がバカだったよ。前にずっと騙されてた。騙してなんかない。
Aha. first aid kit, Kento, alright? Yeah, it did. It's annoying when it does it, there's not much you can really do.
苦しいんだ。なら私だって苦しいんだ。パッコのこと羨ましかった。あんたみたいに生きられたらって思ってた。でも私は次の生を受ける機会を得た。この機会を手放さない。次の生では自分の生きたいように生きられる努力をする。
There you go, dead.
見たくなかった。リンコのこんな姿。でも今は嬉しい。お別れに際して私たちはようやく本音を語り合えたね。これでリンコの世界から清水ひな子は消えたね。お幸せにリンコ。
Interesting.
ひな子。私はじゃない。
どうしたひな子。
私は
君はひな子じゃないか。
私は
君はひな子だ。
はい。
Or are we?
私は清水ひな子じゃない。私はひな子。
そうだよ。君は私のひな子だ。
Ugh. You are my Hinako. Ugh. Ugh. Horrible. I hate that. Ugh. Oh, there's that phone call. I remember this.
お母さん。
そろそろ帰っといて。お夕飯ができたから。おい、リンコ離せ。
Aha.
ひなこ、もう十分。殺すか殺されるか決めた？
姉ちゃん。
殺されなさい、ひなこ。
どうしてみんなそうなの？みんな殺してるの？お姉ちゃんも殺したの？
ええ、私も殺したわ。お
Ooh.
父さんもお母さんも、そして大切な妹であるあなたもね。友達もみんな殺したわ。
私は殺されたくない。
今日それを口にすることがどれだけ恐ろしいか分かってる？
もちろん。
今日までに何度も言ったかもしれないけれど、もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。だけど今日、その選択には特別な代償が伴う。それもあなたが生き延びた時にだけ。あなたがおとなしく殺されるなら何の代償もない。お姉ちゃんはひな子に幸せになってほしいよ。
お姉ちゃん。シュウ、リンコ。
Yep, so we're making our way down to the mountain to the Shimizu residence. Basically, home. It seems.
お姉ちゃんの言う通りだ。時間がない。二人とも待ってて。
It's
すぐ
like,
行く。
it's like go down the mountain, but I'm a rebel. I want to see if there's anything further up. So things have really changed up at this point of the game, haven't they, people? Things have really got different. I admire the game creators for doing that, so like buying into the idea of truly diverging the paths in the game depending on what you do. I think that's really, really good. It's a stylistic approach. I say I don't think there's going to be anything up here, but I'm going to check it anyway. Because I get the feeling if I carry on down the mountain, I'm never going to be able to come back here. So I've got 4 of 5, but I've not seen the 5th clue. Now the question is the 5th clue locked on a specific ending or something? Yeah, there's nothing here. Absolutely nothing. Let's say, from what I heard about this game's New Game Plus, was that there were different choices you could make. Now, they haven't been like other games where you have an overt choice. You literally just have to play the game differently, and that's pretty interesting. It also encourages people to use guides, but at the same time, I like the idea of looking around and doing things differently. Obviously, the first one being a case of not using the pills. That's made a colossal difference. We've also not had to do the home puzzle. You know, it's like quite a few things have changed here. So now we're going to try and head for home. There's the Higashi. Ah, and there's another shrine. Oh, we can get another baseball bat. They're no different. The baseball bat's kind of slow, so I don't want to carry that weapon ideally. And I say I've got all the faith in the world. I've got the EMAs. But I've not got enough faith for what I want to use it for. Oh, speaking of that, by the way, I need to quickly change this back around. Where's the spider one? Where are you? Because I forgot I changed up my Amores for when I was in the other world. Yeah, here's where the enemies come out to play. I'm just going to make a couple of offerings there to free some space up. The ramen I don't need, and I'm going to get one of the Yokons as well. Thank you, that's good. Yes, watching me play this game must be kind of frustrating for quite a lot of people because I do a lot of backtracking, a lot of saving, a lot of methodical play. You go in here watching someone who's trying to speedrun the game, you're in the wrong place. Here we go. Bandages there. Oh, hello. I began making this medicine out of desperation. My first impression was that it smells of peaches and is faintly sweet. After taking it before bed for the past 3 nights, I had my first lucid dream. For the whole night, I was able to organize my thoughts in a pleasant darkness. Was this what old tales mean when they said the drug allows you to speak with your inner self? I've heard that taking vitamin B6 makes it easier to remember dreams. However, I'm sure its effectiveness depends on factors like dosage and body composition. At any rate, this has been a letdown so far. Aha! Research Journal 5. In the Edo period, lightning struck the divine tree, leading people to believe its spiritual power was lost. They then turned to worship the next oldest object, the Inari statues. Thus the people of Ebisugaoka began worshipping Inari-sama. However, the sacred sword predates even the Inari faith. If the oldest object was to become the next object of worship, then it should have been the sacred sword. In other words, if the sacred sword is discovered, it will, without a doubt, undermine the very foundation of local beliefs. So we're looking for what appears to be a 2-tier house with telegraph poles and then something in the side. So there's a 2-tier house. Yeah, there should be a street light in front of the house, so it's not this one, because it doesn't have a street light. Let's be cautious when we go past here, just in case there is a place to worship. But I don't see anything. Ah, look who it isn't. It's this annoying git. Boom. The light melee attacks made all the difference, then. Ah, we've got a crowbar there we can use in place of the pipe. That's now opened. We've got to keep our eyes open on this round. Somewhere around here there is a temple. I need to find it. Might as well use it while I've got the chance. We must not enter town. That is the key here. If we enter town, we waste our chance. He's really done it this time. That husband of mine is always quick to brandish the knife around the house when he loses his temper. But this time he went too far. He threw it at Hinako. Did he even stop for a second to think what might have happened if he mangled her face before she just got married? I just don't know what's going through his head sometimes. Sorry, Kumiko. I know I'm always complaining to you. Ah, bandages. So I'm trying to be careful with my slots. Because of in case I need to carry any offerings or anything like that. So I don't want to waste my slots. Hold on a second. A tree, 2 sacks, a street light, and a 2-tier house. I think it's back this way. It's now been 2 weeks since I began taking Kakura. I've observed no significant physical changes. If anything, I'm falling asleep and waking with ease. I have lucid dreams an average of once every 2 days. When I do, I feel neither the passage of time nor exhaustion, which allows me to become lost in thought. However, today, I was met with startling results. In my dream, there was another version of myself who spoke to me. Now that could well be Hinako, because of the dual world. The character etched in the stone is indecipherable. Ah, so there's kitchen knives in the wall, in the tree. I found damage to Jisan. It seems the rest of the town offer their old kitchen knives and other tools so they can be put to rest. Right, so we need to start looking around in the trees to see if any have knives. Because that's where it was stored. Now, there was that clue in the house where the knife was mentioned. Not this time. Oh, too late. What I thought then was, I thought that was going to be a position to counter, and it wasn't. Right, some chocolate which could be useful for an offering. So let's go back. To the house where we found the reference to the knife, which is here. Another freebie for healing, always useful. Might as well take advantage. If I'm right, we can find the knife, offer that, and then with that offered, we'll need to go back to the Divine Tree. So this is going to be a backtrack and a half. But if I'm right, we could get something cool. We'll find out what this sacred sword is all about. But we need to find where the knife is. So keep an eye out. Yeah. Seems we need to find a house that looks like that. Yep, stay back for now. Oh, that's annoying. That's fine. Yeah, you come on your own. Made the same mistake as before. Made the same mistake as before, you know, where I basically tried to counter when they weren't in a position to be countered. Still, that's good. I got rid of it. That's right. Get up. Now you're mine. Got it.
お父さんの包丁
Found it. Okay. Oh, another 3 bandage. I'll take it. My ears are met with soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do.
来たれ我らのもとへ沈黙のもとへ私何を
Come to us, come to the divine. Oh wow, there's a lot of enemies in the way. I've got to fight this enemy. Got that in at the right time. Nothing I could do, I was stun locked. Attack because of that. I don't mind it being a challenge, but come on. Just die! Just piss off! The sooner you die, the better. Get off! Get off! I've had enough. Fuck off and die! Just fuck off! You two! Piss the fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! There we go. Managed to find a way of dealing with them eventually. Now, luckily, there should be another weapon up here I can grab. I should have left a baseball bat behind, I believe. Yeah, they're not making this Fetch West easy, people. So I don't mind the challenge, but I hate it when the challenge comes because the enemies are basically blocking the path, and you have to fight them. You should be able to evade them. Like this arsehole. I've got better things to do. Oh, he's died? Okay. Fine. I won't complain about that then, I guess. That I don't understand. It just seemed to die for reasons. I've got nothing, people. I can't answer that one. I don't know why that happened. No matter. It's out of the way now. So we don't have to worry too much about it. Right, so now we're heading back up the mountain to try and get to the Divine Tree. A lot of enemies nearby here. I don't like it. That's right, yeah, up the stairs. Hey, my biggest issue tonight in terms of deaths has been the fog monster, where it's just like an instant kill. Always annoys me when like there's a proximity and you're just dead. So it's like, oh, never mind. The good news is that we've managed to survive other times as well, so it could have been worse. And we've definitely seen a playthrough that's been different here. The story's been very different. Mainly because we've not taken the pills. So let's see what's going to happen here then. It's a samurai sword. The blade never runs, so an ancient sword, malevolent energy steel, even if the blade checks the power that will restore the weapon to its whole and unblemished state. While it is sheathed, the sword will recover durability when you attack enemies using other weapons. While you cannot use the sacred sword to focus attack, your gauge will remain untouched if you attack while focusing. If you attack to the state, you automatically block the attack and be forced out. You can perform a counter while wielding the sacred sword as long as the counter is possible, even if you're in the middle of an attack. Nice. Yep, so we've now got ourselves a samurai sword. And we actually have 4 weapons to carry it as well. Oh, right, okay. So that's how she attacks. That's the light attack. And that's the soft attack. Okay. Useful. And they have 2 baseball bats as well, which is helpful. And then there's the kitchen knives, which are also brutally hard. So we'll have to see what this is like. Right, that's how that works. Okay. So interestingly enough, I now have, because I've got I've actually got a cosplay for Hinako. I could actually use my samurai sword that I've got for her, that I bought years ago, like a foam sword, as a potential cosplay. But the problem is it's not got a sheath, so it doesn't work. So the pipe is still the better one to do. Yeah, I'm really surprised those dolls on the ground didn't attack us. Makes me think there's a way to do more with the sword, because this one's malevolent. It makes me wonder if there's a way to potentially purify it and make it even more powerful. But we shall find out, I guess. So we got another trophy tonight where we managed to find the ancient blade. We're doing okay, people. Anything back here? Oh yeah, there's the crowbar. Which I'm going to leave be for now. But yeah, basically you use this weapon, and then once the durability's down, you switch to another one. And as long as you attack with other weapons, it'll then boost its attack back up. So it's an interesting collaboration, shall we say. It's a collaborative weapon. Anything back here? Nah, it's the dead end. That's annoying. That's disappointing. Ah, there are two ways. So what's up here? When I see an alternative route, I want to take it. Oh, here we go. Ah, we're at another temple.
町で一番古いお稲荷様だ。
So wash the sword. No, seriously, wash it. Ah, the good thing, this is also a high durability weapon. So it means that the things I've got, like Spider and the Amorphous Spider and Wolf, will both come in handy for the sword. That's very good. I like that. Makes me wonder if there's something else I can do then to make that work, because she mentioned specifically cleaning and restoring old items. Well, this sword's ancient. But wash the sword. Might just be me, but that's what I'd have done. Nice. Managed to cleave it straight down. Nice. And now what I can do is switch to another weapon to get durability back. Oh, yeah, that's another one of... Okay, I must have to go this... Ah, I think I know what I need to do. Ironically, I went the right way. But because of the attack, I then turned back on myself. So the good thing is, with the sword, we actually have 4 weapon slots, which is something we didn't have before. It counts as its own weapon slot. So that's an extremely good bonus. Let's say, I mean, from what I understand, the kitchen knife is still one of the strongest weapons in this game. Which is strange, when you have to go through all this trouble to acquire the sword, but I don't actually know if that's the case.
町まで早く家に帰らないと。
You need to hurry home, huh? Yeah, well, I get the feeling that hurrying home is not part of the detail here. Oh, we got another steel pipe, ironically. Might as well revert back to it, because it was quite an effective weapon. If I get a slot for a kitchen knife, then I can use that. Ah, that way's blocked off too. Okay. Anything back here? Big fat no. Looks like we're being railroaded into the park here, people. Which is not much of a surprise, but...
ここは侵食されてない。
Let's take a... Oh.
俺、大人呼んでくるから。
That a fox was like...
落ち着いて。怖がってるだけだから。怖くない。怖くないよ。大丈夫？すごい血。早く手当てしないと。ありがとう。
大丈夫か？子供を噛むなんて許せねえ。ただ殺してやら。
早く行って。もう町に迷い込んじゃダメだよ。僕は琴焼って言います。君は？私はひな子。清水ひな子。
Ah.
そんなこともあったな。どうして今思い出すんだろうな。
Yes, good question. Why now, Hinako? Why has it come back to you now? Ah, we've got a couple of notes there. While the request for emergency medical transport was being made, I was left alone in the examination room with the patient. During this time, he briefly regained consciousness. When I rushed over and began calling his name, he responded, Kotoyuki, so that's my name. It's not uncommon for patients with high fevers to experience disorientation. However, this young boy did not show any signs of distress. He remained expressionless, his face like an unmoving mask. His eyes were blank and glassy, not unlike those of a doll. At the very least, I did not note any of the usual symptoms of fever-induced disorientation. Immediately after, he again lost consciousness. As I did not accompany him, I do not know the details of what happened at the prefectural hospital. Although such an episode can likely be attributed to a temporary disturbance in the patient's memory. As a long-practicing physician of Ibisagaoka, I cannot help but be reminded of that local phenomenon, the fox possession. Meanwhile, good evening, Queen. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. So, how are we doing? Okay, because we've unlocked a new weapon. Check it out. We have a samurai sword. Now, the interesting quirk about this weapon, though, Queen, is that we actually have to charge its durability up by attacking with other weapons. So essentially, when it starts weakening durability, instead of repairing it with a toolkit, we have to attack with other weapons. But we unlock that by completing the side quest for the sword. We found all 5 of them. We also saw some very interesting minor changes to the story in terms of the way the game's played out. One particular thing was completely out of the way. Here we go. So now if I go back to the samurai sword, you can see its durability, the little crescent moon on the left, is now full. That's because I've charged it up by using another attack. Now, I still think there's more to be done with this weapon, because it said it's malevolent. And I get the feeling that there's more we can do with it, but it's still pretty awesome that we unlocked it. Yeah, so I'll hopefully get the archive straight over to YouTube tonight, because in the past I've not had to worry too much about copyright with this game. So yes, it's quite a powerful weapon, but what we want to do is not waste it. Because ultimately, I don't want to find myself in a situation where I can't recharge it. But as a demonstration of what you can do with it, there's a good example. Now we've got another bandage. I don't need it. Can I carry it? Have I got enough space? Let's find out. Probably not. If I try and carry it, it won't let on. Yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't. What I need to do is I need to find a shrine so I can dedicate some of the things I've found. Get some more faith. On the 21st, 13 Ibisagaoka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. Kinshu Paper Morning Edition, May 22nd, Meiji 13, 1880. This was a truly horrible incident. Police investigations pulled up nothing, and construction on a large-scale dam began soon after, drawing a whole new workforce to Ibisagaoka that rapidly developed the town. Before long, everyone had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There is something very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple witness reports, the killer was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned into a kind of armor. On top of all that, he also wore a no mask. He marched around the town preaching the following: "You worship false idols! The foxes lead you astray! Destroy their foul statues! If reverence is not given to the divine tree, then that water dragon shall arise once more to bring calamity upon this land." The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in his path with a katana. I'd wager that the perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from the divine tree to the Inari statue is surely seen as an unforgivable act of blasphemy. It's entirely possible that the strange guise he wore was to replicate the giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This too, unsurprisingly, has been made out into some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man, surrounding him. Then everything was swallowed by the fog, leaving nothing behind. What juvenile drivel. That's a medical kit, but I've not got space to carry it. Yes, hatch, you shall not.
私の町がもう化け物の巣じゃないか。
So let's enshrine some items to create some space. Excellent, there we go, that's given us a better chance. Now the interesting thing here is I've now got enough faith to potentially give myself another upgrade. And the big one, realistically, is to actually increase the Omamori slots, but we cannot increase them any further. So that's brilliant. So we're now at maximum for Omamori slots. We can't carry them further. So what we can do is increase our HP. Now, if I save my game again, there's a reason for this. I've got an idea. Previously, I tried to use the draw Lamori, and it gave me one I'd already seen. So I'm going to try it again, just to see if it's changed. Now that one has, it says, enhances the effects of health restoring items and Omamoris. Health restoring items is good. I'm not sure what it means by Omamoris. I'll be honest, I'm not sure on that one. So I'm going to quickly load my game. But I'm going to keep the faith I've got in the bank. The reason being if I use any of the other stats, I'm going to give myself very limited space to play around with. I want to give myself plenty of options when it comes to using Faith. Meantime, my sword is now back to full strength. So I may need to use this. Yeah, check it out. It's one of those. We don't like that. So, durability, more health. Yep, facing enemies take less white and greatly decreases white weapon consumption. Cool. Okay.
邪魔するな。お前たちの仲間にはならない。
There we go. So with that, we've actually managed to restore our weapon a little bit, but we're still not restored it fully. So because of that, we're not going to use the sword just yet. So it's an interesting mechanic, that one. It might be that, as I say. I mean, the only way I'd really know is if I can balance it for certain things. I mean, for example, the one that does increased damage to and stun effect for heavy weapons, that might be one that could work. We can now save our game, having just very quickly slayed a very annoying enemy. Ah, there's another kitchen knife. Replace the baseball bat with that. 2 kitchen knives are good. Because kitchen knives are very, very fast and very, very damaging. It's why I've barely used the one that I found right at the start of the game. I deliberately hoarded it because I know it's a very, 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 very good weapon. And I didn't want to waste it. Yeah, we need to return to the Shimizu residence. What's that? Oh, hello. Ah, it's a Higashi. I'll take it.
Aibo, もうすぐだ。
Ow, that's annoying. Oh, damn it. Well, I thought it was vulnerable. Yeah, sod off. And that's got us a toolkit as well, which is great. Don't know if there's any... Oh, there's a sickle, ironically. Not a bad weapon, the sickle. Not bad at all. Ah, so we're taking the side route. Ah, here we go. Here come the bastards. Well, if they're not going to see me, then... I guess we can carry on, people. Yeah, you go right that way. I don't need to go that way. Just in case of more useful things back here. Bandage, might as well use that one to get a free heal. And then heal for free by grabbing that one. This feels very different to the previous playthrough. Yeah, here they come. Yes, I will teach you to come after me. Yeah, he's doing that annoying flora thing, but I can possibly use it to my advantage if the tendrils decrease quickly. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, damn it, not much you could do then. Come on, come on, fade, 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 fade. Good. Yeah, he didn't want to die. That enemy was not in the mood for dying, it would seem. That was annoying. Alright, anything in here? Oh, more bandages. Not much there. Okay. It said to return home, but I'm curious to see what happens if we go past the house. Nice. Sorry, people. I tried desperately to not make that go through the mic, so I do apologise. Huh. Found some chocolate. I wondered if we might be able to go up the mountain and get access to a new route. There was 2 enemies back here. You'd have thought they might have had some more things available than that. It's kind of disappointing in a way, but to be fair, I'm not supposed to have gone that way. Yes. This might be where we have the part of the stream where we end up going into the alternate version of our own home. Although this feels a bit weird, but we shall keep going. Right, In the words of in Japanese, Tadaima. And the fogger is following her inside.
どういうこと廊下すまん間取りが全部変わってる何なのもしもし
清水さんのお宅でお間違いないでしょうか。岡本水産でございます。毎度ごひいきに預かり誠にありがとうございます。
I still love how there's a troll phone call in the middle of Silent Hill. It's just so bafflingly weird, but in the best way possible.
ここ本当に私の家なの
Hmm. Yeah, this is too peaceful. Ah. Well, at least it's there. I can grab it in the future. If I'm right... Yeah, that's right. There's the propane but no tube. And I know where that is. It's in the third version. This was the house where it basically inceptioned itself all the time and kept getting weirder and weirder and weirder. That's what the house was doing, if you remember. But I'm intrigued to see if there's anything that plays out differently here. There's a ramen, eh? I've not got space for it. Don't know that much already. So I might be in a position where I find a save point and it's the perfect time to call it a night. Navarro had the courage to call out the town's religious group for the embezzlement of local taxes. He died in an accident shortly after, and those crooks claimed it was in Army Samus' divine punishment. I abandoned all faith and became an atheist that day on. I don't believe in gods, or Buddha, or divine punishments, or stupid curses. Instead, I turned to research, and I began delving into the local history of religion and folklore. My goal was to expose their precious faith for what it really was. A bunch of wild tales crafted to suit their manipulative needs, and ultimately get my revenge. I write this journal like some final kind of a message, now due to my steadily deteriorating health. From the beginning of this month, my appetite has drastically decreased. Even after 3 weeks, I still don't get hungry, and any attempts to force food down simply results in vomiting. 2 days ago, I tried to eat some rice porridge to no avail. I threw it up soon after. More concerning, there was something moving around in my vomit. It was the larva of a locust. Yesterday, I woke in a sudden fit of choking coughs. It left an odd squirming or scratchy sensation in my throat and mouth. Turning on the light, I spat out what I had coughed up. It was a grasshopper and a cricket. Surrounding me in my bed, I found another dozen or so insects crawling on the sheets. I'd coughed up all these bugs. I can't go to a doctor. If anyone were to see this, they would immediately claim it was some kind of divine punishment. I woke again in the early hours of the morning to a painful fit of coughing and countless bugs spewing from my mouth. They come out of me and crawl up my curtains and scutter across my floor until every inch of my room is covered in a gleaming, writhing carpet. I'm nothing more than skin and bones at this point, yet my head feels bulbous and heavy. Whenever I move it, I hear a dry trittering inside me. My head is full of them now. Or maybe they're eggs. And a headache has felt like my head was going to split open just moments ago. But it went away like it was nothing. My cough and the insects are getting progressively worse, however. I don't think I'll make it through the night. I refuse to believe that this is some divine punishment for questioning the gods, though. Who in their right mind would believe such nonsense? Yes, Queen. that was kind of gross, wasn't it? And I'm not sure if my panicked voiceover style made it worse or not. Ah, yes. The heads. They're crossed out. But interestingly, you got Shu, Hinako, and Sakako. So it's the parents and Rinko that have been crossed out this time. I don't know if that's the same as it was before. Now, we can't progress this puzzle until we find the fourth painting from memory. There's another painting we need to put on the wall. Yeah, it definitely sounds like there's a different ending. But I think we need, as I say, we need Hinako. We need her photograph. I mean, I definitely did something different earlier in the stream, but I don't want to spoil in case you watch the archive. We did get a very different scene that played out, extremely different. Right, I need to find a place where I can make an offering, because I've got too much stuff in my inventory, and I'm not discarding. I am not doing that. Not today, my friend. Before we go that way, let's keep exploring. That's a divine water that I can't carry. Oh, it's a bandage. Might as well take a 3 healing. My inventory is absolutely... Oh, an axe. I'm tempted to replace my pipe with it. Yeah, I will. So I now have my sword, an axe, and 2 knives. How annoying that that's bow-tied and I can't open it. It looks like a perfect present. The thing about the axe is you can actually use it to guard. It has a guard function, unlike any other weapon. Well, it's not the only weapon that has a guard function, but that's one of them. So you can use it to cause some serious damage. Ah, yeah, that's the one with the furnace, so we've not got the key for it. Right, let's keep looking around. Aha! Excellent timing. So, we are pretty much at the time that we normally have for streams. This is actually a perfect time for us to sign off for the evening. We have made it home. We have got ourselves armed, and we've definitely changed the game on this playthrough. Things have got very, very interesting indeed. Now, I'm going to be back on Wednesday evening next week at 8 PM GMT, when I will be taking up the Cape and Carl once again, and I will be playing Batman Arkham Knight. We're going into the next area of the trilogy, and then next Friday, so not tomorrow, but a week tomorrow, I'm hoping to be back once again as Hinako here on Silent Hill F. I've not heard anything to the contrary, so I believe that on Tuesday evening at 8 PM GMT, Chris JT 1985 over on his YouTube channel, he'll be carrying on playing Watch Dogs Legion, and I believe he's also going to be back not this Saturday, but a week on Saturday, carrying on more Kingdom Hearts 3 on his Twitch channel, Chris JT 1985, and of course, being here in the chat supporting. You can go check out Queen3210 over on YouTube. Got the ongoing playthrough of Persona 3 Reload and the 100% playthrough of Final Fantasy X-2, along with the recently started Resident Evil Remake, which I'm having a lot of fun. How's your playthrough of Resident Evil Remake compared to mine of Silent Hill F Queen? Don't answer that. Go watch the videos over on her channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all the usual things. I've been Swishbone. Thank you all very, very much for watching. And now I've got a samurai sword. I've gone full yandere.